Western allies are increasing pressure on Russia. The U.S. is hitting major Russian oil companies with sanctions, and EU member states also agree on further sanctions against Moscow. The Kremlin is already responding. NTD's international correspondent Aaron Posdar has the details.
A substantial pickup in Russia's sanctions.
The United States is hitting Russia's major oil companies with sanctions. Washington accuses Moscow of a lack of commitment towards ending the war in Ukraine. According to the Treasury Department, Russia's two largest oil companies, Rosneft and Lukoil, are targeted to damage Moscow's ability to fund its war machine. The new sanctions come in the same week in which President Trump cancelled plans for a meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin. The White House on Thursday explained the sudden change in strategy.
The president has also long expressed his frustration with Vladimir Putin, and he has not seen enough interest and enough action in terms of moving the ball forward towards peace. And so,
the press secretary also spoke on the possibility of a future meeting. She says another presidential summit is not completely off the table.
The president and the entire administration hopes that one day that can happen again.
And the European Union is also agreeing on new sanctions. It's the 19th package against Moscow.
It is all meant to deprive Russia from the means to fund this war.
Thursday's measures by the EU add to an already extensive list of restrictions targeting Russian interests across Europe. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky is attending a summit of the European Council on Thursday. He welcomes the latest measures, but says more is needed.
In that we have not only to defend with all Europe, with the United States together, we have to pressure on Putin. Stop this war. Pressure, it means sanctions packages, long-range air defense, and of course, financial support.
Zelensky is urging European allies to supply Ukraine with long-range weapons. The Ukrainian president also calls on Europe to agree on a plan to use frozen Russian assets to aid Kiev. According to Zelensky, Ukraine would use a significant part of any available funds to buy European-made weapons. President Putin says the new sanctions won't significantly affect Russia's economy.
There's nothing new here. Yes, they are of a serious nature for us, of course. This is understandable, and they will have certain consequences, but still, they will not significantly affect our economic well-being.
Putin also commented on Ukraine possibly using long-range weapons to strike deep inside Russia, saying Moscow's response would be serious and overwhelming. Aaron Posdar, NTD News.